Hello and welcome back to another tutorial by me, Jade. Today I'm going to show you how to do a half double crochet. So of course we're going to start with our slip knot, and we can chain any amount we want, but I believe I did a chain of 12 and I'm using a 6.5 millimeter hook. Be sure to yarn over from the back of the hook to the front of the hook. So to go into the next row, we're going to skip this chain that the yarn is pulling from and go into the stitch directly next to it. Make sure you're stitching into the top of the chain as well when you pull up your loop. So yarn over one, go directly into that stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over one, and pull through all 3 loops on your hook. The first stitch is usually the hardest, and from that point on, it's a lot easier to find your next stitch. Of course, you can replay, but I'm going to show you a few more times. So here it is again. Yarn over once, go directly into your stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, and now you should have 3 loops on your hook. If you notice, I'm holding all 3 loops as I work, and I yarn over to keep tension. I'm turning my hook inward and pulling up a loop through all 3 loops. I'm using all of my fingers to keep the tension and to keep my work straight. When you look at your chains, you should see clear distinction from the top and the bottom stitches. If you're having a hard time finding them, you might want to start your chain over and make a cleaner stitch. Do that into the end of your chain, and here's how you do the very last stitch. You're going into the very last stitch, not the slip knot, which is that knot where my middle finger is, directly into that stitch right there. And at this step, you can wrap the tail end around the yarn and pull it up the loop as well, and stitch the tail end with your work if you'd like to, but I think it's a bit advanced for a beginner step. So to go up a row, you're just going to chain 1, flip your work over, and yarn over and stitch directly into the first stitch. Again, make sure you're holding your stitches, holding your work, holding your yarn, because that is something that is difficult to a lot of beginners, is how to hold the work to keep it from flipping as they go. So repeat your half double crochet until the end of the row. And of course, if you ever find that you've made a mistake, you can just pull out your needle and pull your yarn, put it right back in, and finish your work. Now I'm going to do a few with you so you can see in real time how I'm using my hands, how I'm twisting the needle, how I'm pulling the yarn. Pay attention from all angles how I personally do it. You don't have to do it this way. There's plenty of crochet artists who do it differently, but this is how I am pulling my yarn and keeping my tension. Don't be afraid to mess up. Crochet is a very forgiving craft. And congratulations, you've officially taught yourself how to half double crochet.